What's up, guys? It's Brett Smith here, and in this video I wanted to go over kind of the basics of how to stop chasing prospects and start attracting them and having them come to you. Now, this doesn't have to be done with paid advertising as a lot of people think. You can actually start attracting prospects instead of chasing them with organic and free methods. Now, the benefits of having prospects come to you instead of chasing is that be on the you'll no longer be on the offensive trying to convince them to work with you, and they will immediately feel that relief of pressure. And what that does is it makes it much easier for you to breadcrumb, leave a trail of breadcrumbs that actually pulls them in, makes them want to work with you, makes it just better positioning overall. Another thing that happens along the lines of positioning is when they are coming to you, they will be a lot more optimistic from the get go about your ability to actually help them. Because when they feel like you're reaching out and chasing them and trying to get them to do something, and they see that that's how you're trying to get them as a client, they're not going to have a lot of confidence that you have the good marketing ability to be able to use, paid advertising methods and other types of advertising to get them clients because it hasn't been demonstrated. So, from our attraction models, one of the more common things that prospects say when they come in is, yeah, I want something like what you have. And when I saw that you could do it, I thought you could help me too. And that's the basic idea that's being conveyed. And honestly, even if it was only that, and we didn't have our ads the way that we run them, and we didn't have uh, the funnel so dialed in as our funnels are, even just with that element of having a prospect come to you, you immediately get a lot better results. It's a lot more fun on calls, and you don't end up getting questioned and nitpicked and interviewed like you do when you're chasing down a prospect. So that's the basic benefit of having attraction versus chasing. And if you've ever had, like a referral or someone who came to you without you reaching out and trying to engage with them, then you know how much different of an interaction that is. If you've ever reached out cold and got someone through cold email to begrudgingly accept your appointment where they come in thinking you're going to try to sell them, and they're like, all right, give me the pitch, buddy, then you know what the difference is between that cold, chased down prospect they're like, I'm the prize to win. I'm going to see what this guy's, pitch is and see if it's something I'm interested in. I might even give him some free advice about how to grow his business better versus the referral who comes in like, hey, I heard about you from my friend. They said you've been doing awesome work and I thought it would be a really good fit. So those are totally different ways to start a conversation, and you can control that by switching from chasing prospects to attracting prospects. And like I said, you don't you don't necessarily need to be doing paid advertising in order to get the attraction going. And you don't need to do a bunch of organic or not organic. You don't need to do a bunch of like videos or podcasts or putting out a bunch of content in order to make that happen. All you need to do is switch the invitation in your outbound from offering an appointment or offering to talk or offering to show them something uh, by actually meeting to offering them some type of educational, informative content. So, for example, if you're working with, like, say, the solar industry, then you can send them an email, and in your cold email, instead of saying, hey, we're getting some really good results in the solar industry, blah, 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 cost per lead. I wanted to see if you'd be interested in learning more. You want to set up a time to talk. Instead of doing that, you say, hey, we're getting some awesome results in the solar industry, And as an educational outreach, I wanted to send you this 10-minute video that goes over how it works and what we're doing that's getting such awesome results. Hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Then you send them a link to a video. That video is going to give them some informative educational content, and additionally, it's going to massively build up your value in their eyes. It's going to build up your credibility and your authority, and it's going to build up your desirability. So then, in that video, you give them the option, hey, would you like to, if you would like to, learn more about this and see how maybe we can help you implement it in your business, then you can set up a no obligation call with the link right below, and we'll have a 15 to 30-minute talk. And that way, they are all you, even though you're still inviting them for a call at the end of that, all you did at the beginning was offer them some kind of value. So all you did was send value. They watched your video and they decided to book the call based off that after they got the information that they were after. And that might seem like kind of a subtle shift. It might seem like all you're doing is adding a lead magnet into your outbound, but really it's a huge shift because you went from asking them to get on the phone to just giving them information. And they will see that and they won't feel as targeted when you offer the consultation to them in the video as opposed to in the email. So that immediately puts you in a much better position, and now it's them taking that option to reach out to you and set up the call. So when you get on that call, you're going to have a lot easier time communicating your value, getting them on board, having them be really cooperative, because they are going to already see you completely different than if you're just some guy who emailed or some girl who emailed trying to get them to set up an appointment so you could sell them something. So that we call that basically creating a mini funnel. And all it really needs to be is an informative video that shows them something of value or how to do something or the principles of something, and then also builds up your credibility. So make sure you've got that in there, some either at a certain section or throughout, building up credibility. That could be how many clients you've worked with, how many years you've been in industry, certain type of maybe results that you've gotten. Got to be careful with that one, but certain types of results that you've gotten, or anything that you can say that will give them the perception that you have value. So anything that you can put in throughout there. So just building up credibility. And then at the end of that video, you're making an offer for them to get the appointment or strategy session or discovery call or whatever you want to call it, and make sure it's really clear that there's no obligation at all, that they're also going to get additional value on that call whether they sign up or not, whether they want to buy from you or not. So you make it really clear the offer is no obligation, the call is no obligation, and you're going to get a ton of value on it whether or not we end up working together, because I'm going to show you the entire plan and how it all works, how it can all work for your business. So that process we call a mini funnel. It's basically the offer for the informative educational content, or the VSL. So that's in an email, or it could be on Facebook, or it could be on LinkedIn, or you could use it on all of them at once, which is what I'd recommend. So then from that outbound message, it goes to the video, goes to a booking page, goes to a call, and then bam, you have a mini funnel. You add on some follow-up messages to that first email or Facebook message or LinkedIn message or whatever it is, and make sure that if they don't respond to the first one, you have a couple of other creative and gentle ways to get in touch with them to hopefully elicit some kind of response or refresh their memory about the video or whatever it is. And then you add on a few follow-ups on the other side too. So once they've watched the video and they've scheduled a call, you've got some follow-ups for the call. And then after the call, for everyone who doesn't sign up, you also have some kind of contingency sequence so that they can continue to be nurtured and you don't just leave them out there. And then with those things, you've got a mini funnel, and now you have a way to start attracting prospects to you instead of trying to chase them down. And when you do this, even if you just make that video or that content mildly informative and it gives them value, you will be amazed at how much of a difference that makes with the strategy sessions that you get on. So I hope you got some value out of this. And if you are interested in learning more about exactly how to make this mini funnel, exactly what's going to be in it, and exactly how to make your offer, and a whole slew of other details, we're actually doing a training where we're going to be covering this. That's going to be this Thursday, December 13th, 2018. And if you see this before then, go ahead and shoot me an email and I can send you a registration link, and we'll see you there. So that's it for now. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you next time.